Welcome back to our channel. Hello, my friends. I hope you are doing great and having a wonderful day. Have you ever wished you had an English teacher who was available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Someone who could answer your questions, help you practice conversations, correct your mistakes, and never get tired. The good news is that you already have one. It's called ChatGPT. Today, millions of people around the world are using ChatGPT to improve their English. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, ChatGPT can help you practice speaking, writing, reading, vocabulary, grammar, and even real-life conversations, all from your phone or computer. In this video, I will show you 7 smart and simple ways to learn English with ChatGPT. These methods are easy to follow, completely beginner-friendly, and can help you improve your English faster with daily practice. Remember, ChatGPT is a powerful learning tool, but your progress depends on your consistency. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. So, if you are ready to make ChatGPT your personal English learning partner, watch this video until the end, because every lesson will help you become a better English speaker. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our English learning videos. Now let's get started. Lesson 1. Why ChatGPT is a great English learning partner. ChatGPT can be a very useful partner for learning English because it is available whenever you need it. You do not have to wait for a class, make an appointment, or feel nervous about asking simple questions. You can practice in the morning, during a break, or before going to bed. This makes English learning easier to fit into your daily life. One of the best things about ChatGPT is that you can learn at your own level. You can ask it to use very easy English, explain slowly, or give beginner-friendly examples. For example, you can write, "Please explain this word in very simple English." You can also ask, "Give me 5 easy sentences using this word." This helps you understand not only the meaning of a word, but also how to use it naturally. ChatGPT can answer your grammar questions too. When you do not understand a tense, sentence, or rule, you can ask for a simple explanation. You can write, "Explain the present perfect tense like I am a beginner." Then you can ask for examples and short exercises. You can even answer those exercises and ask ChatGPT to check your mistakes. This is useful because learning becomes active. You are not only reading information, you are also practicing it. ChatGPT can also make lessons based on your interests. If you enjoy travel, business, sports, motivation, or daily life, you can ask for English practice on that topic. For example, you can say, "Teach me English through a short story about travel." Or, "Give me a simple conversation between a customer and a shopkeeper." Learning becomes more enjoyable when the topic is interesting to you. You are also more likely to remember words connected to subjects you enjoy. Another benefit is that you can ask the same question again without feeling embarrassed. Sometimes learners are afraid that a teacher or friend may become tired of explaining. With ChatGPT, you can say, "Please explain it again in an easier way." You can also ask, "Give me a different example." This allows you to keep learning until the idea becomes clear. ChatGPT can correct your English writing as well. You can write a short paragraph about your day and ask it to find your mistakes. For example, "Please correct this paragraph and explain my mistakes in simple English." This helps you understand what was wrong and how to improve it. Do not only copy the corrected version. Read the explanation carefully. Then write the sentence again in your own words. ChatGPT can also help you practice conversations. You can ask it to act like a friend, teacher, interviewer, hotel receptionist, or shopkeeper. You can write, "Please act like my English-speaking friend and ask me easy questions." Then answer one question at a time. This can make you more comfortable with real conversations. You can also ask ChatGPT to adjust the difficulty. When the conversation feels too easy, ask for harder questions. When it feels too difficult, say, "Please use shorter and easier sentences." This gives you control over your learning. You can move at a speed that feels right for you. However, you should remember one important thing. ChatGPT is a learning tool, but it cannot do the practice for you. It can give explanations, examples, exercises, and corrections. But you must read, write, speak, repeat, and review. The best results come when you use ChatGPT actively. Do not only ask questions and leave. Write your own answers. Create your own sentences. Repeat useful phrases aloud. Practice every day, even for a short time. You should also double-check very important information. ChatGPT can sometimes make mistakes, so use trusted books, teachers, or reliable learning sources when accuracy is very important. Still, for daily practice, ideas, explanations, and conversation, ChatGPT can be an excellent learning partner. It gives you a safe place to practice without fear. You can make mistakes. You can ask basic questions. You can repeat lessons. You can learn at your own speed. That is why ChatGPT can be so helpful for English learners. It gives you guidance, practice, and confidence whenever you are ready to learn. Use it wisely, stay consistent, and take an active part in every lesson. With regular practice, ChatGPT can help you make English a natural part of your daily life. Lesson 2. Practice English conversations. Anytime. One of the biggest challenges for English learners is finding someone to practice speaking with. Many people have no English-speaking friends, cannot join speaking classes, or feel shy when talking to others. As a result, they understand English but do not get enough speaking practice. This is where ChatGPT can help. With ChatGPT, you can practice English conversations anytime and anywhere. Whether it is early in the morning, late at night, or during your lunch break, ChatGPT is always ready to have a conversation with you. You can ask ChatGPT to act like different people in different situations. For example, you can say, "Act like a waiter in a restaurant," or "Pretend you are a customer at a supermarket." You can even ask, "Act like an English teacher and ask me beginner-level questions." These role plays help you prepare for real-life conversations. You can practice introducing yourself, ordering food, booking a hotel, asking for directions, attending a job interview, visiting a doctor, shopping, or meeting new people. The more situations you practice, the more confident you will become in real life. Start with short conversations. Don't try to speak perfectly from the beginning. Focus on giving simple and clear answers. As your confidence grows, ask ChatGPT to make the conversation longer and a little more difficult. For example, you can write, "Let's have a 5-minute conversation in easy English." Or, "Please ask me one question at a time and wait for my answer." This makes the conversation feel natural and gives you enough time to think before replying. If you don't understand a question, don't panic. Simply ask, "Can you say that in easier English?" Or, "Please explain that sentence." Learning becomes much easier when you are not afraid to ask questions. Another excellent habit is to continue the conversation for as long as possible. Instead of giving one-word answers like yes, no, or okay, try to speak in complete sentences. For example, instead of saying yes, say yes. I enjoy reading English books because they help me learn new words. Longer answers improve your vocabulary, grammar, and confidence at the same time. You can also ask ChatGPT to correct your mistakes during the conversation. For example, say, "Please correct my grammar after each answer," or "Only correct my important mistakes and explain them simply." This helps you improve without interrupting the flow of the conversation too much. Another useful exercise is to return to the same topic several times. Today, you can practice introducing yourself. Tomorrow, you can talk about your hobbies. Next week, try the same topics again. You will notice that your answers become smoother, faster, and more natural every time. If you use ChatGPT's voice features, you can also practice speaking aloud instead of typing. Speaking out loud improves your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence much more than only reading or writing. Don't worry if you make mistakes or forget words. Every conversation is a learning opportunity. Even native speakers sometimes pause to think or choose different words. The goal is not to speak perfect English. The goal is to communicate clearly and confidently. Spend just 10 or 15 minutes every day having an English conversation with ChatGPT. Those small daily conversations will gradually improve your speaking skills more than practicing only once in a while. Remember, confidence comes from practice. The more conversations you have, the easier English will become. One day, when you speak with a real person in English, you will realize that all those conversations with ChatGPT prepared you for that moment. Lesson 3. Improve your grammar and writing with ChatGPT. Many English learners think grammar is the hardest part of learning English. They read grammar books, memorize rules, and watch many lessons, but they still make the same mistakes when they write or speak. The reason is simple. Grammar improves through practice, not just through reading rules. This is where ChatGPT can become your personal grammar coach. Whenever you write something in English, you can ask ChatGPT to check it. It will show you your mistakes and suggest a better way to write your sentences. For example, you can write, "I goes to school every day." Then ask, "Please correct this sentence and explain my mistake in simple English." ChatGPT will explain that the correct sentence is, "I go to school every day." It will also explain why go is correct instead of goes. This helps you understand the rule instead of simply memorizing the answer. Another great habit is to write a short paragraph every day. You can write about your daily routine, your family, your hobbies, your favorite movie, your future goals, or anything that interests you. After writing, ask ChatGPT. Please correct my paragraph, explain my mistakes, and rewrite it in natural English. Read both your original paragraph and the corrected version carefully. Compare them sentence by sentence. Notice what changed and why. This simple exercise teaches you grammar naturally while improving your writing skills. You can also ask ChatGPT to give you grammar exercises. For example, type, "Give me 10 easy questions on the present simple tense." After answering, ask ChatGPT to check your work and explain every mistake. As you improve, you can request more challenging exercises on different grammar topics like past tense, future tense, prepositions, articles, or question forms. Another useful method is to ask ChatGPT to complete your sentences. For example, write, "I enjoy," then ask ChatGPT to give you several natural ways to finish the sentence. This helps you learn different sentence patterns that native speakers commonly use. You can also ask ChatGPT to simplify difficult English. If you read a sentence that is confusing, simply copy it and ask, "Please explain this sentence in very easy English." This saves time and helps you understand grammar and context. ChatGPT can also teach you how to write emails, messages, social media posts, or short essays. For example, you can ask, "Help me write a polite email in simple English," or "Help me write a short paragraph about my favorite hobby." As you practice different types of writing, your confidence will continue to grow. However, don't just copy ChatGPT's answers. Read them carefully. Understand why they are better. Then close the conversation and try writing the same idea again in your own words. This is where real learning happens. Another excellent habit is to keep a grammar notebook. Whenever ChatGPT corrects an important mistake, write the correct sentence in your notebook. Review these sentences every few days. Soon, you will notice that you stop making the same mistakes. Over time, your writing will become clearer. Your grammar will become stronger. And because good writing supports good speaking, your spoken English will also improve. Remember, nobody writes perfectly on the first try. Every great writer edits their work. Every English learner makes mistakes. The difference is that successful learners use their mistakes as lessons instead of feeling discouraged. Use ChatGPT as your personal writing partner. Write something every day. Ask for corrections. Learn from your mistakes. Practice again. If you continue this habit consistently, your grammar and writing skills will improve step by step, and expressing yourself in English will become easier and more natural every day. Lesson 4. Build your vocabulary with ChatGPT. A strong vocabulary helps you understand English better and express your ideas more clearly. But many learners try to memorize long lists of words without knowing how to use them. They may remember a word for one day. Then they forget it because the word was never connected to a real sentence or situation. ChatGPT can help you learn vocabulary in a much more useful way. Instead of asking for random words, choose a topic that is part of your daily life. For example, you can write, "Teach me 10 useful English words about travel." You can also ask, "Give me beginner-level vocabulary about work, food, shopping, family, or daily routines." Learning words by topic helps your brain organize them more easily. It also makes the words more useful because you can practice them in a real conversation. When ChatGPT gives you a new word, do not learn only its meaning. Ask for the pronunciation, a simple definition, and 2 or 3 easy example sentences. For example, you can write, "Explain the word confident in easy English and give me 3 simple examples." ChatGPT may explain that a confident person believes in their ability. Then you can learn sentences like, "I feel confident when I practice every day." "She spoke with a confident voice." "English practice makes me more confident." These sentences show you how the word works in real English. You should also make your own sentence with every new word. This is very important because personal examples are easier to remember. If the new word is improve, you can say, "I want to improve my English this year." Then ask ChatGPT, "Is my sentence correct and natural?" ChatGPT can check your sentence and explain any mistake in simple language. It can also show you better or more natural ways to say the same idea. Another useful method is to learn complete phrases instead of only single words. For example, do not learn only the word decision. Learn phrases like make a decision, a difficult decision, the right decision. This helps you understand which words commonly appear together. When you learn natural word combinations, your English sounds smoother and more fluent. You can ask ChatGPT, "Give me 5 common phrases with the word decision," or "Show me how native speakers use the word opportunity." ChatGPT can also help you understand the difference between similar words. English has many words that look or sound similar but are used differently. For example, say and tell, job and work, see and watch, speak and talk. You can ask, explain the difference between say and tell in very easy English. Then ask for examples in a short quiz. This helps you avoid common mistakes and use words more accurately. Synonyms are also useful when building vocabulary. A synonym is a word with a similar meaning. For example, happy, glad, and pleased have similar meanings, but they are not always used in exactly the same way. You can ask ChatGPT, "Give me easy synonyms for happy and explain when to use them." However, do not try to learn too many synonyms at once. Start with the most common and useful words. It is better to use a simple word correctly than to use a difficult word incorrectly. You can also ask ChatGPT to create a short story using your new vocabulary. For example, write a simple story using these 5 words: confident, opportunity, improve, challenge, and success. Reading the words inside a story helps you understand them more naturally. After reading, try to retell the story in your own words. This will improve your vocabulary, memory, speaking, and writing at the same time. Quizzes are another excellent way to review new words. Ask ChatGPT, "Give me a multiple-choice vocabulary quiz using the words I learned today." You can also ask for fill-in-the-blank questions. For example, create 10 easy fill-in-the-blank sentences using my new vocabulary. Answer the questions without looking at your notes. Then ask ChatGPT to check your answers and explain your mistakes. You can also practice guessing a word from its meaning. Ask ChatGPT, "Describe a word without saying it, and I will try to guess." This turns vocabulary practice into a simple game. It also teaches you how to explain ideas when you forget a word during a real conversation. For example, imagine that you forget the word umbrella. You can say, "It is something people use to protect themselves from rain." This skill helps you continue speaking instead of becoming silent. Another powerful method is spaced review. This means reviewing words after a little time has passed. You can ask ChatGPT to test you on yesterday's words, last week's words, and older vocabulary. For example, write, "Test me on the 10 words we practiced yesterday." Regular review helps move words into your long-term memory. Without review, even useful vocabulary can quickly disappear from your mind. Keep a simple vocabulary notebook as well. Write the new word, its easy meaning, 1 useful phrase, and 1 personal sentence. For example, word, achieve meaning, to successfully do something you wanted to do. Phrase, achieve a goal. Sentence, I want to achieve my dream of speaking English confidently. Review your notebook for a few minutes every day. Then use ChatGPT to create new questions with the words inside it. Try to use your vocabulary in conversation too. You can say, "Let us have a short conversation using these 5 words." Ask ChatGPT to correct you only after you finish each answer. This allows you to practice naturally without stopping after every sentence. Do not learn words that you will never use. Focus first on vocabulary connected to your daily life, goals, work, travel, and common conversations. Useful words are easier to remember because you see and use them more often. Also, do not pressure yourself to learn 50 words in one day. 5 useful words learned deeply are better than 50 words learned quickly and forgotten. Learn a small number. Use them in sentences. Review them. Speak them aloud. Then use them again the next day. Vocabulary becomes powerful only when you can use it naturally. Knowing the meaning is only the first step. Real learning happens when you can understand the word while listening, recognize it while reading, and use it while speaking or writing. ChatGPT can give you endless vocabulary lists, examples, quizzes, and stories, but you must actively practice the words. Do not only read the answer and move on. Create your own sentences. Answer questions. Tell short stories. Use the words in conversations. With regular practice, you will stop searching for every word while speaking. The right words will begin to come to your mind more quickly. Your sentences will become clearer. Your conversations will become more interesting. And you will feel much more confident expressing yourself in English. So use ChatGPT as your personal vocabulary partner. Learn a few useful words every day. Practice them in real sentences and review them regularly. Small daily vocabulary practice can slowly build a strong foundation for fluent and confident English. Lesson 5. Practice speaking and pronunciation with ChatGPT. Many English learners know a lot of vocabulary and grammar, but they still hesitate to speak. The biggest reason is a lack of speaking practice. ChatGPT can help you practice speaking every day without feeling nervous or embarrassed. If your device supports voice conversations with ChatGPT, speak instead of typing whenever possible. Speaking aloud helps improve your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence much faster. Start with simple conversations. You can say, "Hello, my name is Alex. I want to improve my English." Then continue talking about your daily routine, your hobbies, your family, or your future goals. Ask ChatGPT. Please ask me one question at a time. After answering, ask, please correct my pronunciation mistakes if possible, and correct my grammar after I finish speaking. You can also practice real-life situations. For example, a job interview, ordering food in a restaurant, shopping at a supermarket, booking a hotel, talking to a new friend, asking for directions, visiting a doctor, traveling at the airport. The more situations you practice, the more confident you will become in real life. Another excellent method is shadowing. Ask ChatGPT to write a short conversation. Read each sentence aloud 2 or 3 times. Try to speak naturally with good rhythm and clear pronunciation. You can even record your voice and compare it with the written sentences. Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. The goal is to become clearer every day. Remember, confidence comes from practice, not from waiting until you are perfect. Spend just 10 or 15 minutes speaking with ChatGPT every day, and you will notice a big improvement after a few months. Lesson 6. Learn English through stories, role plays, and daily situations. One of the most enjoyable ways to learn English is through stories. Stories help you learn vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and sentence patterns naturally. Ask ChatGPT to write short stories in simple English. For example, Write a beginner-friendly story using easy English. Or, write a story using only 200 simple words. Read the story slowly. Underline new vocabulary. Then ask ChatGPT to explain difficult words in easy English. After reading, try to answer questions about the story. You can also ask ChatGPT to create quizzes based on it. Even better, retell the story in your own words. This improves your speaking, memory, and confidence. Role-playing is another powerful learning method. Ask ChatGPT to become a customer while you are the shopkeeper. Or ask it to become a hotel receptionist while you are the guest. Practice these conversations several times until they feel natural. Daily life situations are also very useful. Practice conversations about waking up, cooking, studying, exercising, traveling, working, or meeting new people. The more realistic your practice is, the easier real conversations will become. Learning through stories and role plays makes English interesting instead of boring. You stop memorizing rules and start using the language naturally. Lesson 7. Create a daily English learning routine with ChatGPT. The final lesson is the most important. No app, teacher, or AI can make you fluent if you practice only once in a while. Real progress comes from consistency. Create a simple daily routine that you can follow every day. For example, spend 10 minutes talking with ChatGPT. Spend 10 minutes learning new vocabulary. Spend 10 minutes reading a short English story. Spend 10 minutes writing a paragraph. Spend 10 minutes reviewing yesterday's mistakes. In just 50 minutes a day, you can improve your speaking, listening, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary. If you are very busy, even 20 minutes is enough. The important thing is to practice every day. Don't try to learn everything at once. Improve little by little. At the end of every week, ask ChatGPT to give you a short test. You can say, "Please test my vocabulary, grammar, reading, and speaking based on what I learned this week." This helps you measure your progress and discover what you need to improve. You should also ask ChatGPT to create a study plan for your level. For example, create a 30-day English learning plan for a beginner. Or, give me today's English lesson with reading, vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and writing practice. Following a structured routine keeps you motivated and prevents confusion. Most importantly, never stop practicing. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel difficult. Keep going anyway. Every conversation you have, every story you read, every paragraph you write, every mistake you correct, and every minute you spend practicing with ChatGPT is helping you become a stronger English speaker. Always remember this: ChatGPT is not a replacement for your hard work. It is a powerful learning partner that can guide you, encourage you, and help you practice every single day. Use it wisely. Practice consistently. Stay curious. And one day you will look back and realize that your daily conversations with ChatGPT helped you become the confident English speaker you always wanted to be. I hope you now understand that ChatGPT can be an amazing English learning partner. It can help you practice speaking, improve your grammar, build your vocabulary, correct your writing, and have real English conversations anytime you want. But remember, ChatGPT is only a tool. Your success depends on your daily practice, your patience, and your determination. The more you use English every day, the more confident and fluent you will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a chance to learn something new. Keep asking questions, keep practicing, and never stop believing in yourself. If you found this video helpful, Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Tell us in the comments, how do you use ChatGPT to improve your English? I'd love to hear your ideas. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep speaking English every single day. See you in the next video. Take care, and happy learning.